Hi friends, in this edition of Ask Me Anything, I'm answering the question, how can I manage my stress? How can I lead myself well in managing my stress? So if you are feeling the pressure of papers, projects, finals, state testing, if you're struggling to stay motivated in school, if you are distracted and putting off the work that you know you need to do, then this video is for you. So many students like you are stressing because they simply haven't been taught how to deal with stress. They've been told not to stress, they've been told to study hard, but they've never been given practical, tactical strategies that they can use to actually remove the stress. And so today I am going to be giving you 3 practical strategies that you can use to actually remove the stress. But first, I need to ask you a question and I need to drop a truth bomb. So first, the question. Think of a time when you did have a final paper, presentation, project, or performance of some sort. Maybe it was a music recital or a final championship sports game. And you didn't feel stressed. You might have felt excitement, you might have felt nervousness, you might have felt adrenaline rushing through your body, and all those feelings can feel like stress, but stress is a more negative feeling. Stress is that irritation, that easy ability to be agitated, that sense of overwhelm, that you're out of control, and it might manifest itself in an inability to eat, inability to sleep, or maybe the opposite, an oversleeping or overeating. If you think of a time when you did have pressure on you, but you weren't stressed out about it, I'd venture to say that you weren't stressed because you were prepared. You had rehearsed the piece, the part. You had practiced the piece. You had come to practices with your team and you guys had gone through the gameplay and you were prepared. So preparation is one of the strategies that I will get right into as soon as I drop this truth bomb. Okay, ready? The truth bomb I need to drop is that the only way to remove stress is by taking action. The only way to remove stress is by taking action. Good intentions are worthless. Good intentions are worthless unless they lead you to take action and to actually get the work done. Okay? There's no shortcut around doing the work. And the more you know how to get the work done, the less stress you will feel. And that's what we are just about to get into right now, the 3 strategies for how to actually get the work done and remove stress. Like I said, prepare. Preparing is the way we set ourselves up for success. And there are 3 things to prepare: your mind, your body, and the people around you. Your mind is prepared when you accept, first of all, that you are about to enter or already in a particularly busy season of your life and that it's temporary. So you accept the fact that you are going to have to make some sacrifices in order to get through this busy season well. Secondly, we prepare our bodies. Stock your fridge with healthy vegetables and snacks and nuts and everything that is going to help you to perform well. You are about to demand a lot from your body and you're going to need that energy. And so you need to feed your body what it needs in order to get top performance out of it during this time. Okay? And no, I am not saying you cannot have any Oreos or any Takis. You can, but in moderation. Okay? This is the time where what you put in is going to be what you get out. And that's always true, right? But during this season, when you need more from yourself, it just does you a disservice to not put in what is going to give you that optimal performance. Okay, lastly, we prepare our parents and our friends, the people around us. They may not know what you have on your plate. They don't know what you have due every day. They don't know what you're actually thinking about and working on. And we need to manage expectations of the people around us. That's how you lead yourself well. You have to self-advocate for yourself. Tell them what you're going through, what you have on your plate, on your calendar, and that helps them to know, okay, Brenda's not going to be available to chat with me late into the night. She's not going to be able to hang out on the weekends like she usually does. You do have to make sure you build in some social time. That is an outlet to decompress and to release some of the stress of studying. But if you tell the people around you what you have going on, they are going to support you and they're going to cheer you on and help you to get through the season. After you prepare your mind, your body, and the people around you to go through this busy season with you, the next step is to plan. Planning is another way to set yourself up for success. And one key tool that I recommend to use is a calendar. It could look like this, or you can just use any planner or any wall calendar that you can write on. And what you do is simply divide the work into daily manageable tasks that you can see and that you are not intimidated to complete. Because what overwhelms us and causes stress is the big, overwhelming task in front of us, right? But once you take the time to divide that workload by the number of days between now and the deadline, you can see that, hey, if I just do this smaller amount on each day, I'm going to get the big chunk done. So you can see that the trick is to start early, right? Time is on your side. The earlier you start, the more days you have between now and the deadline, and the less work you have to do each day. So do that, and you will begin to feel that that big task is actually manageable if you do it on the daily. One more method that I wanted to share with you, if you have never heard of it, it's called the Pomodoro method. And Pomodoro is basically the word for tomato in Italian, because it's based on, those timers that look like a tomato, those kitchen timers. There was a guy who studied the best study techniques for students, and he came up with 25 segments is more effective than sitting for like a whole hour. So the Pomodoro method is to study in segments of 25 minutes, and then you get up and you take a 5-minute stretch break. And after 4 25-minute segments, you take a longer restorative break of like 15 to 30 minutes. And this guy, Sorello, if you do that, you will be more focused and more productive in that hour than if you just sat for that whole time. Because like me, you can tell that you start dazing, right? After a while, if you sit for too long, your mind actually needs a breather, needs a break. And so if you go ahead and give it that break, then the mind knows that I only need to sit for 25 minutes and then I get to take a break. And for those 25 minutes, you are more focused. So give that a try. Okay, the last strategy I have for you is another P, and that is simply to pray. Prayer is a strategy, and it is necessary, because when we have a big task in front of us, isn't that when you're faced with your own weakness? Isn't that when we face our limitations as a person? And we know without a doubt that we need the help of God if we're going to stay focused, if we're going to have the right mindset, if we're going to get this all done and to do well on time. So just to review, the 3 P's I shared were to prepare your mind and your body, prepare your parents and your friends, and tell them that you're going to be extraordinarily busy right now and that you can use their support. Secondly is to plan. Break down the big pieces into small pieces. And third is to pray. I hope that these strategies will serve you well. And if you try one, two, or all of them, please let me know in the comments or send me an email to brenda@weleadthis.com. I would love to hear from you. And email me if you have any more topics or questions that you would like me to speak to. I'm always open to hearing the actual struggles and questions that are on your mind so that we can address them. Okay, I hope that I have been able to be of some benefit to you. If you have a classmate, a teammate, a friend, a cousin who could benefit from these videos, please share them. And in the meantime, I pray that you would lead yourself well. And thank you for your time today.